Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for NBA on Sunday, December 12th, 2021. My name is Steve and we're going to have 3 picks here for you today that I think are great value bets for this Sunday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're almost there. I can't do it without your help. So please hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, please also consider hitting that like button. It really does help us out as well to grow the video. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page. I'll have a link in the comment section and in the description of that where you can check that out. Really a fun time there in the Discord that we have. You can talk about sports or just share ideas for bets. It's really a lot of fun. Be sure to also put your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now getting into the results from the previous episode. So it was a struggle, guys. We went 1-4 yesterday. The only one we were able to cash was the over 218 points there on the Spurs Nuggets. Missed on the DeJounte Murray over for PRAs as he got benched. Not even midway through the third quarter, never came back because the Spurs just had a lifeless effort there, particularly in the second half. They just fell completely out of contention. We had the Bulls money line, and the Heat shot the lights out, won by 26, just really off on that one as well. And then we had the Warriors -2 spread and Seth Curry over 14.5 points, missed on those as well. But, this is why we show up every day. It's like sometimes you have a tough day as a sports bettor. Yesterday was definitely tough. We're still 30-22 in our last 52 NBA picks. So, it's been a while since we'd had a day like this. So, it happens. We get back after it today, though, guys. We're going to get this 3-0 today. So, let's get it. Let's get the 3-0 sweep. So, getting right into our picks at number 1. We are going with Saddiq Bey under 14.5 points here for the Detroit Pistons at -118 odds. So Saddiq Bey in his last 12 games is 9-3 to this under with 3 hooks. So when he has cashed the over, it's been with 15 right on the dot, which is kind of crazy to me. He's actually 2-0 this season so far to the under versus the Nets. Drawing a matchup here with the Nets where they allow the 13th fewest points to small forwards, so we like seeing that. The Nets overall 6th in defensive efficiency, so we'd love to see that as well. Now, we did get the news last night. Jeremy Grant going to miss some significant time there with the thumb injury, so you would think that would open up more opportunities here for Bey. But the reason why I still love this bet is Saddiq Bey is actually shooting 30% from the field in December, and he shot 32% in all of November. I mean, he was cashing a lot of unders. So, it's like, are the Pistons going to be like, oh yeah, we want that guy to be jacking up more shots? I don't think so. I don't see that. I think they're more apt to rely on the new guy coming in. Trey Lyles there coming in, filling in for Grant. He should get the looks. I don't see Saddiq Bey's, volume may go up a little bit, but he's still struggling so much from the floor that, I'm more than willing to take his under here and a good matchup here as far as to the under with this Nets team. So love it there for our number 1 pick. Saddiq Bey under 14.5 points here for the Detroit Pistons at -118 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we were going with the under 210.5 points here in the Mavericks Thunder game at -110 odds. So these two teams are combined 30-18-2 to the under. So obviously we love that. Very solid trend there. We don't have any Luka Doncic here tonight for the Mavericks, so I think that'll also help as well. He's obviously their playmaker on offense as far as for scoring and getting people opportunities as well. And even just on the season, Dallas 22nd in offensive efficiency, Oklahoma City 30th, dead last in offensive efficiency. So these teams have really struggled on that side of the ball already on the season. And they're both slightly better on the defensive side. So Dallas 17th in defensive efficiency, OKC 20th in defensive efficiency. Still not great, but we just don't trust the offenses here, right? Where are the points going to come from? Really look up and down the line on either side. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. It's really the guy you got to worry about. And then for the Mavs at this point tonight, you got Kristaps Porzingis, who's over actually. I did consider in this game because it is a good matchup for him. But just wasn't quite convinced on that. But overall, loving the under here, guys. The pace is also good here. both these teams aren't in the top echelon as far as pace of play goes. Dallas is 28th in pace. OKC is 14th in pace. So, particularly Dallas, doesn't get up and down the floor really quick. And OKC, maybe a little bit more. They're slightly in the top, echelon there, but, not in the top 5. If they were in the top 5, I would worry a little bit more about that. On the season, Oklahoma City averages just 101.9 points per game, while Dallas averages just 103.5 points per game on the road. So, now as far as defensively, OKC allows 107.2 at home, Dallas 105.8 allowed away. But really, when you factor in the fact that Luka's out here, and we got two offenses that really struggle, particularly outside of Luka and Shea and Kristaps, not a lot of guys really there finding offensive opportunities. So that's why I really love the under here, guys. Love it there for number 2 pick. Under 210.5 points here on the Mavericks Thunder game at minus 110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are going with Derek White over 24.5 PRAs here for the San Antonio Spurs at minus 113 odds. So great matchup here for Derek White. The New Orleans Pelicans allow the 3rd most points, the 7th most rebounds, and the 3rd most assists to shooting guards. I call that the trifecta. Whenever you have a matchup here where the team is in the top 10 for all those things allowed, when you're talking about it over for PRA bet, that's very good, obviously. I like to see that. Then we want to see success on the other side, right, for Derek White. He's 5-3 to this line in his last 8. And, we're counting last night in that too, where he had 15 PRAs in just 22 minutes. Like I said, all the Spurs starters got benched, not even halfway through the 3rd, so he lost about 15 minutes of play. Obviously, if he plays, he likely cashes this line. He was on his way there at the half. And like I said, I think he would have cashed if he played the whole game. Lately, in his last 10 games, Derek White is averaging 14.6 shot attempts per game. So it's obviously very solid. A lot more volume here lately for Derek White with DeJounte Murray, distributing the ball more, being able to rely on his teammates more. We'd like to see that. And honestly, I think this is going to be a great bounce-back performance, particularly for the starters for the Spurs. I mean, if you don't think that they took that personal last night, them all getting benched, you should have seen it. I was sitting there watching the game. All 5 starters sent to the bench by Greg Popovich. He's done it before, and I honestly loved it. I'm like, I think that's why players respect him, is because he's not there to be everyone's friend. He's there to, have that was a little bit of a, kind of a tough love moment there. It kind of embarrassing. All 5 starters pulled off the floor, and the backups actually somewhat got them back into the game. So I think the starters respond tonight. I think you could look at a lot of different good bets tonight. This is the one that I found the most value on. But DeJounte Murray's overs as well, I think, are solid looks. The Spurs spread, honestly, is a solid look. I think you'll see a motivated Spurs starting lineup in particular tonight. So, love that there for a number 3 pick. Derek White over 24.5 PRAs here for the San Antonio Spurs at minus 113 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our official picks for the day. I did have a few leans that I was really on the fence about. Just wasn't quite convinced enough. Like I said, Kristaps Porzingis over 22.5. I did have a lean there on him, with Luka Doncic here being out of the lineup, and a pretty solid matchup here for Kristaps versus the Thunder, who don't play power forwards very well. So I had a lean there on Kristaps. I also had a lean to the over in the Pelicans Spurs game. Again, I trust the Spurs actually tonight more than anything at this point. I don't trust the Pelicans as much to cover the points. So I still have a feeling like that over is going to hit. I really have a strong lean on the Spurs spread tonight. I think they respond tonight in big fashion. But yeah, guys, that was just a few additional thoughts that I had. Other than that, that's going to do it for me. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Like I said, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers here by the end of the week, and I can't do it without you. Appreciate you all. We also have our NFL Best Bets video out as well, so be sure to check that out. I have a quick link to that here at the end of the video. And other than that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.